You are right on the old guy. It's that all I need to do. Yes, and it's showing it on me. So should I go ahead and mute it? Well, I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
you. I'd like to ask for approval of the September minutes.
I make a motion to approve the September minutes.
Second, any questions?
Nope.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'll ask for approval of the August and September treasury report.
I make a motion to approve August and September's treasure report.
Second, any questions?
Nope.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So approved. All right, reports. No, Brent and Shane's on there for the police department. Can you guys hear us? You have to mute anything on your side.
Shane's up there.
Yes, I can hear you.
Brent.
Well, it's really low. Try it again.
Test, test, test.
I don't know what I'm pushing. I hope it works. All right, Brent, go
Yes.
ahead. Just talk a little louder and say what happens.
Hey, can you hear me now?
That's better.
Hear you now.
Okay. I sent you guys an email about some details. Let me see if I can find it. I apologize. Give me a second. As far as the events that's happened thus far, so the town festival was good on our end. Not sure what you guys experienced, but all three officers were able to attend. We covered the day shifts and the night shifts. Also participated in the parade. Appreciate Shane waking me up because I work nights. Shane conducted 2 investigations. Both of those are closed, one with an arrest. I worked a single vehicle crash with the assistance of Shane the last evening of the festival. It was a property damage only. Had no connection with the festival at all. Update on my status. I had knee surgery on the 29th of September, so I will be out until about December. Things are going good as far as my recovery. I'm way ahead of schedule. As far as physical therapy, only a week after surgery. Also, Ishmael will have a little limited time in town due to schooling that he's involved in after his full-time employment. I sent you guys an email updating everyone on our current training. Everyone is up to date. Galarza is completely done. Shane and I are going through our online training. I will not obviously be in town as far as a presence there, but I'll be available by phone and email. Also too, I'll be doing quite a bit of stuff remotely on my computer. And if you guys want an update on those hours before the end of the month, then I can send those to you. And then as far as just a follow-up, we can talk about this towards the end of the meeting so I don't drag it out for other people unless Scott, you or Kim want me to discuss stuff that's concerning the department, but is not really an update. That's up to you.
Is that on the budget stuff?
Yes.
So where are we at on the new hire process?
Still on pause due to a very limited current budget and non-existing budget in the future.
And then why don't you go over the part where you sent it to us on the grant writing?
So Shane, chime in here if needed. Gotten this information from Shane. We've been discussing it. Would request that we, last meeting we had brought it up, just a follow-up to using some funds to hire an outside agency to write possibly 1 to 2 grants. That money could be reoccurred or could be earned back, so to speak, if the grant is approved. Obviously, there's no guarantees through the company, but we have a much higher percentage of getting the grant versus us writing it ourselves and submitting it. The grant would cover basic equipment, possibly body armor, computers, and equipment to outfit the Explorer that we currently have.
Do you know the name of the company you're looking at, or?
Shane, do you recall that? Lexapool, Scott?
Okay,
Or if there's another agency that you guys know of, we're definitely open to options. We want to try to establish the best chance of getting a substantial grant to help us out on the PD.
all right. Lois, in the past, and you and Kim know this, the guy that you use for grants,
Consulting.
are they still doing
We
that?
don't think,
He's retired?
yeah.
Okay. All right. If you guys don't care to check with Lexipol and see, what kind of fees they would charge to do it, and then let us know, that's something we'd have to look at.
Awesome. Thank you. We will do. We'll reach out.
Okay. How is it as far as the equipment back from Aaron?
I have some of the items. Shane and I discussed that. I don't have some of the most expensive items. I'm still working with him.
All right. And then he's got on here, did you have a list of the JAG grant stuff that was bought
I never did see that.
from when the JAG grant was used to buy equipment for them? Did you ever have a list of what it was? Is that something you can? So Brent, Lois is saying that she gave a copy of the JAG grant list to Shane.
Okay,
So
Shane does
you
not
might-
have,
He
I-
doesn't? Can't-
Shane's mic is off, but he's
Okay.
texting me as we're talking, but I don't think he has a copy of that.
Can we get another?
Hold on a
copy?
second.
Sounds
Shane
good.
said
Okay,
that
Lois
was-
will-
Shane
Lois
said that
she'll
was
get us
given
another
back.
Copy.
Okay, cool. Shane said that was given back to Lois, reference her request.
Okay. She'll get us a copy and then we'll have it and we'll see what we've got.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Sure. Anything else?
Not that I'm aware of, unless you guys have questions on anything that I sent.
I didn't get the email.
Oh, sorry,
have-
Kim, I sent that to the Steinsville one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told him that you don't use that one. All right, I'll forward mine to her.
I
Thank you.
asked Leah if she would
She got it?
send it. Yeah,
Okay.
she said she would forward that information to me.
All right.
Thanks, Leo. Thanks, Scott.
All right, we'll go on then to the fire department.
We have, I thought I heard rumor of somebody renting the school again for sport activities.
Right now.
Yeah, didn't I hear something
Seven
about,
Oaks basketball practice.
okay, just a couple days a week, or
Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Tonight it was 4 to 5:30.
Is that gonna be both nights, 4 to 5:30?
That's what they signed up for, but it's been mostly 4 to 5:15.
Okay.
It was a different coach tonight.
We don't know about how many kids there is with that, or age groups, or then,
The most I saw was 8 with 3 adults plus a coach.
okay, so a dozen or less.
Now, there might be more because tonight there was the smaller kids also, girls.
Okay.
But it was 8th grade and then I'm not sure the age time was.
Now, when they come in, are they just using triple doors
They're coming in the front door
here?
because, yeah, Whitney had that open for the robotics
Okay,
and go to the gym
okay.
and back out.
That way I can pass it on to the guys. That way if we have to come down here, they don't have to go get a key. They can know during that time they should be able to just go in that front door and get in there, take care of
I
it.
opened up at 4:45.
Okay.
I did hear about.
The only other thing I had is, Hilly Hundred. What, is there anything going on over here for Hilly Hundred? I've heard rumors.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Parking lot.
They'll have stuff in the front and all in the back.
Like what kind of stuff?
Hang on, I'll grab it.
the first date's gonna be in the front.
I think they're just here one day this year, but
Yeah.
they're taking over the whole back. part.
That would have been nice to know before today. They don't. So they're gonna have a support group. So my question is with that, with the officers, are we gonna have police presence? Because they're gonna come down that hill on Main Street, wanna turn into that school, and somebody's gonna probably get ran over.
Yeah,
So
they've already acknowledged that they'll be here.
they'll be here for it. Okay.
Yep.
Are we having campers?
No,
No,
Food tent, music tent, volunteer parking, toilets, dumpsters, water truck. Okay,
the first day will be set up in front, everything else is in the back.
okay. So they're gonna set up everything Friday and then for you Saturday?
Saturday only, they'll set up Friday or maybe sometimes the
Can I have this?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
the store will not be open that day.
It won't be
Junius
open.
either. No, they're taking that whole parking lot.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. Park and Rec.
Got our new slide in today. And we just need to get hold of the Moses men, to see when they can put it up.
Cool.
We got a person for you. She would know who all those are.
call. Okay. Yeah, it goes to the rental guy.
Awesome.
Festival went well. No major. Kind of fall asleep on that.
Actually made a little bit instead of losing out like last year. Good,
We're in the green,
good.
as far as I know. As far as she's told me, we're in the green. And we had a pickleball picnic. And
Sure, pickles.
no one came. So I don't think that we're gonna do that for a while.
Out of the three, that's the only one that no one showed up for. The other two, at least they did get something, so.
Well, Lois came and Kim came.
Yeah, yeah. They just weren't playing, right?
Correct.
All right.
I had to play. It was terrible.
Oh,
So.
I would have played if I would have ended up, fire department would have had to be there.
And that's all our next meeting is next Wednesday, the 15th. It was, we
Well-
changed it at the beginning of the year,
Because you have, well, they probably changed it.
on the 14th, so it's on the 15th. We need that, yeah, that was a schedule that we made in January.
And those are held at the park.
Yeah, those are in the park, the shelter house.
7 or 6, right?
6:30.
6:30, okay, sorry.
You're good. It's just the opposite of everything you said.
Gotcha. Just pick in the middle there between those two.
And that's all we got. I mean, I think, that's it. That's it.
All right. Lois, then do you have anything for the community center part?
Supplies. So, that's, Sam. Going to Sam's for Lysol and things. I don't know if you know of anything else we need.
I know we're needing trash bags because we're down to one box. I'd have to look again. I think the only ones left over there are for the,
Great big ones.
Yeah.
There's a box of 200 13-gallon trash bags in the back there. I saw them when I was vacuuming.
we need the ones that'll fit like that big brown trash can and the blue round one. Those we didn't have. The last ones were used.
We got those from Uline. Big trash.
They may have some of them at Sam's that we could check and see what the price is. They're different.
Also in dealing with account numbers or charge accounts that we have True Value Hardware, and Bob and I are the only names on that. Menards, mine is the only name on that. And I don't know of any future purchases. Basically, to keep that one open. Since now we would be getting supplies, cleaning supplies in that from the things.
Is it just an account or is it an actual charge?
It's a business charge account. And it's different than most account numbers. Because when you give it to them, they're not looking in the right place in their computer. The government. And Sam's. It's under my name with my guarantee that all bills will be paid. So that needs to change. Is there maybe December, that's when it's due. So if somebody else wants to do that. The actual charge account is under the town. If I don't know about that, I'm going to talk to them when I go. If you have to have a member and also the charger, or you can just have the charge account and go in with everybody's personal member. Which we've been doing that.
So your name is on the actual charge account for here. So I think it'll probably, if they do it like they did us at the county at the time, we had to do it on letterhead to send it and say, hey, we need to add so-and-so to this. And so we'll get Leah's name on there.
So I'll find out.
Okay.
Um,
All right. All right, move on to old business. The Charlotte, I have not got anything back from Darla. Did you hear anything from her? All right, road repairs. So I know we've got Broadway and Main / Tabor Hill done. We have Mary Height done. Is everything okay with it so far? And then we're waiting on them to give us, they've got all the measurements and everything for Main Street, starting by the park down to Railroad. They also fixed the hole at Railroad and Stein.
Oh, yeah, Deb told me about that.
And they put the riser in on Railroad Street
Oh,
where
good.
the hole was that they left because no agency wanted to claim that it's not a clean out. It's a turn off valve for the water company. They say it's not theirs. And I'm like, well, we don't have any other water company in town except for you.
Right.
So Snyder put a ring on top and then blacktopped around it to make it with the road.
Good.
So it's not capped
Good.
off that way. They can go through one and then go through a second one. Do you have anything on the Taylor property update?
I do not.
I know they have, or is it did they have till the 15th?
I was at the
That's what I thought. The last thing we had was September 15th.
Okay. I'll have to find out.
I don't have anything in that, in this.
I'll get a hold of Richie and ask him to get with the county attorney to find out. Alright. In new business, we've got stormwater fees, discussion of rate changes. I know Richie's been working on that. So I'm really not comfortable touching base with it yet. I don't
Me either.
have,
I'm not for raising anybody's taxes either, but I know he's worked hard and he knows what he's doing on that. He's talked to all these people. It's probably best if we have him sit and discuss it
Yeah.
versus you and I.
Yeah.
Not understanding it.
so we'll move that one to next month, Leah.
Yep.
With that, number 2 on here is the budget.
Hey, Scott, real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, there's another visit scheduled with the county. Shane will attend that on October 15th for another day to clean up some things. And then also Hilly 100, Shane, and I know at least one or possibly more county officers will have everything covered.
Okay. All right, Leah, what'd you have for the budget?
Public hearing 21st. So
This
today,
month?
yes, so today is the first opportunity for the public to look at the budget, posted on the wall. We'll also post it on the door, posted online.
Six PM, right? And the letters of the ordinance violation?
Well,
Was one sent to Welch?
I haven't sent out anything.
I thought maybe he got one because he's been working pretty hard cleaning up down there, yeah. Or else he got word he was getting one. I don't know which, but it's a lot better than it was.
Have the police sent him something? Have they?
Mm-mm.
That's what I was wondering if maybe they had.
Nope. Alright. Did you have anything on that other than that?
I don't
All
think,
right. So at that point, we'll open it for public comment.
Here from the library,
Go ahead.
gonna give a little update. Still having our fiber booth and our story time. It's pretty well attended. We've applied for a Sophia Traps grant to get funding to make a website. And with the idea that we can then be able to get other funding and let people know more about what's going on. Not everybody's on Facebook. Possibly also doing it more open house, depending on what they approve grant wise. So if we can get the grant to have the website built, that will go a long way. In terms of future projects. For example, we had talked about maybe doing a museum. That will require a lot more funding. This grant, so we're trying to build blocks.
Sure.
We should find out, I think by November, of this.
I know they were talking and they listed the whole, they had a list. They just didn't read it off in the one meeting I was watching, but said there were several and they mentioned group in Steinsville, but they didn't say what or who. Like, interesting. Good.
No, it's through, we have a 501(c)(3), so that'll be all in-house and accounting. And, it was very helpful to use some of the numbers of people who use the community center, not to say that they came to the library, but to say that we are able to reach
Right.
potentially this many people. Building. and
Right.
This many people, I think it was about 800. Visitors, not visitors, but visits. Yeah.
to touch base on the museum, I did have a message from Vera Frankie, Vera Fig.
Yep.
And she asked if we had the museum, if we had a museum for Steinsville. And I, had told her that we have a room set aside for that, and she wanted to know who to reach out to about that. So I told her I
Are
would.
you
find-
guys still willing to work on that?
I think that from what I got from Sadie was that they were more geared toward like an interactive thing with like the history of limestone industry. Is that correct?
Well, we
And what-
developed a full plan. I think it needs more funding to get through this, since the library doesn't have any funding. So we would want to be able to reach out to other sources in the community, businesses and that kind of thing to get people on board for a project, but I don't think we have settled on a particular
Right.
focus.
You had asked me when I met with her to
Right.
bring up that you wanted the Steinsville School included in that. For,
Well, the
because that is the room
community
you-
itself. I didn't
right.
want it just a room just based on limestone history and
Right.
that's it.
but the town of
Because there's so
Steinsville,
many
the
other things
school,
that could go in there and
Right.
people could come and see and visit. So that's what we wanted to have it for multiple things instead of just one thing.
Yeah, we would want it to be based on balance.
As far as, I guess, so my question would be, are you willing to still help with that as far as like if we get stuff and start putting things in the room just to get it set up?
I don't know if I can commit to doing that this year, just because of some of the stuff going on in my
Sure.
personal life. I could possibly.
I'm not saying like, oh, have it open, just if we could just start moving things in there. There's so many people that want to donate, but they're holding on to it till we actually physically start getting things in there set up. And then they want to bring them to us. So,
I can see how that's to try to organize.
yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can reach out to Vera if you're
Yeah.
talking to her or something, just let her know.
yeah, I'll just tell her that she can reach out to you about
Okay.
it. Cause
That'll
I
work.
just told her I didn't know for sure that we do have a room set aside for that.
Yep.
But I didn't want to overstep and say yes or no, one way or another.
Well, that's
Because it
what I've
wasn't-
been telling people. We've got the rooms and we
Right.
just need to move everything to it and start planning things
Yeah.
with it. So,
I think the biggest thing for us will be to get these glass things moved back upstairs and
Yeah.
up the stairs into that area.
that's gonna be tricky. All right. Anything else from the library?
Oh, I'm too- And I mean, I say that jokingly, but I'm very serious because I wish that we could somehow tap into the community
Yes.
to let them know the resources that are available in our environment.
I thought maybe you would have some kind of reach out because I know there was a lot of talk right prior to school starting with you're sick, too bad it's an unexcused. And so there was a lot of parents talking about, you know what, maybe we'll just have our kids homeschooled or do online. And I thought, good way to use the library here since they have computers and the internet's in here. So kind of hoping that would happen. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Anyone else?
I was able to get FEMA funding. I just found out. I took going to 2 commissioner meetings and to 2 Fanyum board meetings, but I will be getting FEMA money for the flooding. So I just want to say that it did qualify for a disaster. And that Fanyum has agreed that they will be putting, the parts are less than $500. A 1/4-inch valve to turn off and a backflow on my septic's black water unit. So in the case that the stormwater gets to that surge level again, that it would stop and not overflow my shower again. But on that note, I think once Richie comes back, we need to have a clear guidelines of who is in charge of cleaning out the ditches. Because the ditch by Stein and Railroad is full of debris. And I know Melinda is a single mom. She's not able to really do it. But I think that was partly one of the reasons why there was the hole there by the Ulitic Park, that because the water wasn't diverting into where it should have gone, it made its way a different way.
Who's Melinda?
She lives next to the Vales.
Oh,
Oh, right behind the park.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I did apply to a Sustainable Hoosier Community Partnership. It's not a grant. It is a partnership with the Center for Rural Engagement at IU. The idea is usually they partner with a county. So they did Greene County, Jaspers County, and they do like 10 projects within the county. I have been attending the rail meetings with Kyle Hansen. I know the Owen County Foundation was going to apply probably for Owen County, but I've been kind of trying to advocate that Steinsville can either hop on to Owen County for that, or we could be our own like unique community with them. And if that partnership would to happen, they would apply IU classes to developing programs and projects in Steinsville. So example, if there's not enough like bandwidth within the community to do a limestone museum or library, they could get like a library science class to help develop the organization for the museum or help with a website. So I don't,
And that's through who again?
it's the Center for Rural Engagement at IU. And I talked to what I did find out going to the county commissioners meetings, there's Jody Menderes is solid. She's a law professor at IU. This is her first time as a commissioner, and she's not jaded as the other commissioners, and she really helped me with the my stormwater issues. And then And then there's two other people on the council, Liz, her last
Fi-
name's,
Fido?
yeah, she was here for the festival, and then I don't know if his first name or last name was Henry, who helped Richie
Oh,
with that grant.
Yeah,
They're the honeymoon, commissioners and
David Andrews.
councilmen, so they're really helpful. So fingers crossed.
hopefully we get something back soon from Snedigers on the drainage in the front part going through.
It is really county. But what's the focus?
I don't know. I mean, they've done a lot with the My Path, which is the bike trail that Kyle Hansen has like really like, that's his like passion project. And he has a trail meeting every month at McCormick's Creek. Ellettsville was attending, Kelly, I believe her name, who's the director of Parks and Rec of Monroe County, attends sometimes. And so their objective is to try to get like trail, My Path to connect to McCormick's Creek from Spencer, and then, ideally to Ellettsville, but I feel like we have to buy that there's like an offshoot to Steinsville, otherwise they'll just do like Harmon Farms, Edgewood, and like kind of forget about this area. But
That's where it'd be nice to use the old railroad and go right through. with-
Yeah, they didn't want that done though. They didn't want, my understanding of that was the quarry people put a stop to that. They didn't want to be responsible for people crossing their property. It was too much. That's how I understood.
I don't know how they could stop it since they don't own the railroad part.
well, I mean, and there's other options too. Like it would really, I don't know who owns Moon Road Railroad, but like that path could be nice to connect to Gosport. So part of it is like, I think people, trying to lead with like positivity and, not give up, where I think instead of being like, they said no, there's always someone new in leadership and you just have to keep asking. And might be ways to go around the railroad to go through like a field or something, like that's what they do in Europe. So I feel like looking at the map and looking at all the options, but IU had a whole class through the SPIA it's the public health, department. And so that's what they have, like 20 students make 100-page proposal for Kyle to like just develop his path from Owen County, from the My Place by Cooper's Common to McCormick's Creek. And so that's the whole idea, to work with the Center for Rural Engagement, just to like add the brain power, add the back bandwidth, and you have people who are like energetic and creative thinking and, maybe help with like grant writing and things like that.
Right. Anything else?
Here on behalf of the residents of Mary Heights Street, just to say thank you. I have shoveled and raked gravel in that yard since I was big enough to hold a shovel.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, well, you live there too.
Yep.
We really appreciate the town's effort.
Well, let us know when the main rain comes through and how it works.
Since it started, we've had a couple rains and my dad's basement is dry,
Oh, good.
and that's not.
Good. Good.
He did have one request though, and I don't know if it's something the town would do or not, but we've never had a street sign.
That's very, very minor.
I
think we
start
could
saying-
handle getting a road sign over there.
It's like if we ever had to call an ambulance, because I'm getting older, if we ever had to call an ambulance, we might not be able to find it.
I don't even think there's one on Columbia.
There used to be,
Yeah.
One
But
of
it's-
these that they made.
Yeah.
so it's
So
definitely
we need to get
need
one there, too.
Columbia, and I know all of Columbia is not in town limits, but
Remember Lane have one, I think it does, doesn't it?
I don't know if it does or not, but I do know that I did receive a call. Someone had called the county and then I got a call from Jeff Cockrell, county attorney. And of course, the sign guys that Lois always dealt with at the county are willing to put them up. Of course, we have to pay, but a stop sign has to be put back up on memory lane. Because there used to be one there and they showed it on their records and it's gone when they come out and checked. It puts the town liable if they pull out, even though,
So does those other two have to have it? as well?
the way he talked, yes, but they couldn't control it unless we did it because they'd never initially put one up there.
So they have to have a stop sign and street sign.
So
So y'all get a stop sign at your drive too.
Lois got her hand up. So.
There are also some signs that we're going to take to have the county come in and put those up, which the county demands are the ones that have to do that. We've got signs that are leaning and falling down. We might need to make a list.
Yeah,
What about the one that was
Have it
taped to the
all.
pole at Reggie's?
I'm worried about that one.
Is it still there? Taped?
who did?
The one
I have no idea.
is still taped too.
Is it?
Yeah, the one that's like, marketed,
It's not,
I don't know, the one at the corner, bottom corner, but towards Leah's house.
not necessarily a sign, but the mirror on the pole right there beside the mercantile.
I took out.
No, we have a new one going up.
You got a new one to go up?
I just need somebody to put it up.
He's supposed to be doing it.
That's
He was
good.
gonna
I think
come
it's very
see you.
helpful. You can see around the corner, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Hopefully another dump truck won't take it out.
That was leaning over the center.
Yeah, Richie told us about that one a long time ago and it stood back up. Now it's back
Take it
down.
Back up and another truck will take it down. So.
Probably needs to be
it's very
moved
different
over
way
just
to
a
move
little
it.
bit.
Somewhere, I mean, still visible, but.
Okay.
Trucks keep coming, so take it.
We just need a list of all those.
Take this Richard.
Well, if you have it back, then I'm not going to see around.
So we'll just get a list of all signs
Standard.
Yeah.
and then go through and just mark and then send, type it all up and send it to him.
Like maybe, well, yeah, yeah,
That way-
because we already know
Placement.
the street sign.
County has set place of how far they need to set.
Stop
intersection.
signs.
Yes.
I just know semis keep taking.
What
it out.
about the one at
Sometimes the dump
Market
truck-
and Stein? Is it still there or is it,
I don't know.
'cause it was there by that pole? No.
I'm
That was a
taking
long
that
time
out
ago.
from the-
So then we got street signs,
So we need the streets and the stops.
right? Street signs are gonna be, is it Murray Height or Mary Height?
Mary.
Mary Height.
It was Murray at one time and then got changed to Mary.
Yeah. Is it Height?
HITE.
H-I-E-G,
HITE.
H-I-T-E. Why is that different and depend on where you look?
That's just
They tried
how
to-
it was.
That's not a
That's
good
who
answer.
used to live there on that, in that house. That was the original name of the people who lived there.
Does there need to be one for memory lane?
I know there has to be a stop.
Does there have to be a street?
But I don't, it had a sign up, but I don't know if it still is.
Just right on the other side of you,
Wait,
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
you probably should since there's residents back there.
I think it has
That's what I'm
street sign.
wondering.
I think it just doesn't have a stop sign.
What? They don't live in town
Stop
limits.
sign in my yard.
That's not town limits.
Mary Heights, not, our, memory lane's not town limits.
Only part of it, I think, is
25
even,
feet down where the blacktop goes.
Rest of it's county.
Rest of it's private,
Uh,
but because it goes from private to us before it gets to Maine,
then you got,
we have to have the stop sign in the
so I'm
street.
wondering if we have
so
to
you
have
probably have to do the street sign too. Then.
street.
Well, it had one. I don't know if it's still there or not.
I don't know. It was, yes.
Well, we'll just get a list of them and start getting it all typed up.
Stellos and Spencer is a lot cheaper than
What is
all
it?
signs. For street signs and street names, it's a lot cheaper with Stellos than the calls.
Right there beside the gas company.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. We'll get a list of those so that we can get that sent off and get done.
I hope I'm going and signing the papers because we do that.
Okay. Well, I'll work on getting a list. Would you check some of your streets? and
Yeah,
we'll get 'em,
sure
and
will.
we'll Get it all done.
Yep.
Have you heard anything from Wendell? Anybody on?
He
his
is so
side?
excited about he stopped me when I was at the post office a couple days ago. And he is so excited about, he said to tell you, thank you, that he is so thankful he don't get whiplash now going across
Well,
that.
you told some of our, did you come drive down my street? now? See
Yeah.
how nice It is.
Yeah, he was
The worry is still there though,
where the
on
big chunks
his
of rock.
side, when it crosses over, if it's going to
Go out
let it go
across.
on across, or if it's gonna pool.
Right.
And if it does, then at that point, we are gonna have to get a hold of county because they're gonna have to cut across because it's in their area now to
Right.
get a culvert across the
Right.
road underneath. But
My concern was, does the water move fast enough down that edge of that street to take out those stones that they
I
place?
hope not, because I've
because-
never seen it go. Those are some big
Yeah,
chunks.
but the ones that they cut out in our yard for that culvert, they wash down into my backyard.
Really?
Yeah, they goes pretty
Great.
fast through there. So that's when I saw them. Lois asked me about it because she saw the ones washed down.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a much more of a slope. So I don't know, we'll just have to see.
I know
it
there's
is-
a natural spring that keeps running out from Roger and
Yeah,
Judy's.
yeah, because for a while they,
That may
people
be
were
enough
saying
to
it was
help
their
settle that
water.
and pack down in there and
Let's
hold. I
hope.
don't know, but
let's hope,
time will tell.
let's hope.
If not, we'll be back to visit him again, I guess. Anybody else? What?
Oh, okay.
No, we're done.
This is what happens when you're late. You gotta sit right in front. Sorry.
And the only, what, the announcements were Philly 100 this weekend, right, Saturday?
Mhm. Won't be here. Going to Cover Bridge, thank you.
Well, the store will not be open on Saturday because they're taking the entire parking lot. I mean, the whole blacktop
Yeah.
back there.
I'll be in Cincinnati.
I'll be up in my little corner of the world up there.
Yes. Barnatary that night.
Are you too?
And we got the hole fixed by your place. We got the hole in the road fixed by your place with a cap in there, so there's no drop off and back up again.
Lovely.
It's
So-
kept us up day and night.
I bet
Scott.
it has.
cannot tell you how much sleep I've had over this.
Yep,
Heard from the town though.
yeah. Do you guys have anything you wanna bring up or?
No, we just, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. That's what we're at. We're in that part of it.
Will be with us.
Oh,
Where is she?
She had just had a prior engagement. We had another meeting. She
Don't get more from here.
No, we'll move on to the next one.
Exactly. Keep it that way.
All right,
oh,
anybody?
oh, oh, I do have something. I'm sorry that I don't, this just popped in my head. Your brother. I called him yesterday or text you guys yesterday about the leak in the bathroom back here. His suggestion was take that urinal out. And I said, I'm for that because you have a bathroom there and you can't lock that door to get, you know what I mean? Like people are going to go into the bathroom, but if you're on the other side of enclosed bathroom, you know, doing your business in a urinal, and he said he really didn't see any need for it. He could take that off, cap it, because he said it's a problem. He's worked it before. And he sees no need for it. And then he said something about a shower had to be put in or something for FEMA or not FEMA.
Well,
Maybe
you
it was
guys were. yeah,
emergency
guys were-
management. I didn't know about that.
Well, remember we talked about it. This has been a year ago though. When we made it a shelter, when the.
So we
tornado
have to
hit,
have a shower.
And we signed off on that to get any extra funds at any time when something happens. We have to have that if people have to stay here. We have to have a
So
shower.
you have to have a shower there. Oh,
And he
Lois
said he
got her
could,
hand up.
he said he could do that in that, well,
A what?
the closet as you go into the staff bathroom has the old mop section right there, and it could be, that could come out, we could have it put right there, plus a hookup for, still for, your mop buckets and stuff on the other side.
Just see if you have like a
That, well, that's it.
station you could change it really easily. Already plumbed for a shower.
Chemical shower.
Yeah, the chemical shower. But I don't know, a lot of elementary schools don't have.
Scott, who has keys to the school in case of like an emergency? Like if there was like a tornado, sirens go off or what?
Any of us on the board, Lois has a key.
Okay.
Fire department and the police.
And
'Cause they
during
have-
like emergencies, well,
We have what's called a Knox box on the outside that the police and fire can get into, that's got keys to get into stuff.
I've lived here
Now, what are
most
you
of my
referring
life.
to as far as?
I sure have lived here most of my life and we've never come to
Are you
school
referring- Yeah.
for
you're referring to
emergency.
coming here for Siren Sound to give you a safe place because.
Sure.
if I-
There's
if
no
that's what you're
place.
referring, there's nowhere, there's nobody that's gonna come here and open the building up.
Okay, okay, that's what.
I mean, there never has
Okay,
been,
okay, gotcha.
No,
but as far as, we're talking more like a shelter for.
Yeah, when the tornado went
tornado
through
hit
out here,
the F3 hit,
people's
people
houses
were
were destroyed.
displaced.
We opened up for
That's
them.
when it became a shelter.
Jane Muncie had her hand up.
FEMA, Red Cross, trustee, everybody was set up so that they could help them. And
How would we feel about, I mean, most folks' homes are probably safe, but if there is an F3, we're setting up a place for folks to come, you know, like maybe shelter in the bathroom.
I think Jane Muncie had her hand up.
We open our church.
That's where I go.
Which one of
the
those?
Nazarene Church right at the top of the hill.
Okay, just on the hill. Okay, perfect.
They have a full basement underneath there and it's.
It's an outdoor.
And we've talked about that, friends with boundaries.
I know. I'm doing my best. No, it's outdoor entry, so I told pretty much everyone in the neighborhood if they need to use my basement, they absolutely can. It's unlocked and it's outdoor entry, so like you don't have to go into my house to get in there. It's
And-
pretty,
And
Well-
I'm not saying if worst comes to worst, this place will be open.
Okay.
I guarantee it'll be open.
And if it's. during
One
the
of
day,
us
the
will be
store-
here to open that door.
Sure,
The
sure.
store has a basement,
Yeah.
if it's during the day.
I guess speaking for the flooding people, what I would have liked to know when I was flooded out at 3 a.m, and that was an answer I was trying to get earlier. I ended up going to the Ellisville police asking where to go, and they basically told me to sleep in my car with my daughter and 2 dogs. So not every emergency is a tornado.
Right.
I just want to know that it's okay to move my car and my dogs to sleep in the parking lot and not have an issue. Or, like Wes, if he needs to move. I know there was a lot of scurrying at 3 a.m. down by the river of trying to move cars quickly, that
They're all.
if we could just get that on books, that it's okay and we're not going to be harassed.
Oh, I'm totally okay with that. Is it a problem to you? I don't have a problem with it, do you?
Actually, I had nothing to do with the school, so I'm not going to harass nobody.
I started to say, I mean, if it's open for an emergency situation,
No, she's
no.
saying
but-
like if they had to drive up here and park in the parking lot to sit in their
Right,
car, I don't
right.
have a problem with that.
Mm-mm.
It's not gonna.
No, I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm thinking long range, like, if it's something, situation like what she was in,
Right.
we didn't know about that till it was over. Till, your situation, we didn't know about until you came to us later about it. But yes, in that situation, if it's flooding down there, usually they had the fire station open, because I remember when I first come onto the board, we would go up there. That's where Red Cross had us set up.
Right.
Because it was flooding out. But you know what, we didn't own the school then either. So, but yeah, but for a lot, like, for somebody to come up here and park and live, I wouldn't have a problem with that, because that's something we're trying to, like, everybody has to have a place, and I don't know how a better way to say it than that. But you know what I mean? Like, not have an encampment of vehicles out here with people living in.
No, I think you're saying if it's
But
like
in an
in
emergency.
the middle of the night, you've got to get out of there. You've got a place that you can go and park
Right.
until daylight to see
Yeah,
what's
and
going
know
on.
who
Yeah.
to call. Like, I didn't even know who I should call. Like, and I don't actually have a great phone signal
I don't
where
either.
I am either. So I
We
just,
tried that during the festival.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just made the best
Right.
guess and to get out towards Ellisville, and they were just like camp in your car. But when there's flash flooding all around, it would have been nice to just have it in the back of my mind, like, it's okay. Like, I
Yeah.
honestly didn't feel like I had permission to do that. So that's why I
That's
went
not
to
a problem.
Ellisville.
Right. I would not have had a problem with that. And,
No.
I apologize that you didn't know that. That is, I guess, for future, if there's a situation, we live here. So it's something we're used to, for the creek to rise. And I mean, that's just, to us, that's kind of a given. Everybody that lives here, that has lived here all these years, knows that. So it's just something we've learned to deal with.
But it's good to have that formalized.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I was gonna ask, and speaking of owning the school, I know that city had probably reached out about like renting spaces. I don't remember what those prices were.
She didn't reach out to me.
She'd asked in a meeting, I remember that. Yeah, so, oh, if, correct me if I'm wrong. The rooms here are $225 a month. The bigger rooms in the very back.
That one with all the.
Desks. and-
Oh, the one at the
Yeah.
very end. And then the ones in the back are bigger and they have bathrooms in them, and those are $400 a month.
I think we raised those because we had all the flooring redone.
Oh, well, that's,
We
we'll have
talked
to
about-
talk then,
yeah.
'cause I don't know that we actually finalized it, but that's what it
Okay.
was anyway.
Because we had in the meeting, Richie had sat down and figured up how much it was. I don't, without going back and looking at minutes, I don't recall that exact amount, which is probably not good on my part, but. What?
She said she's trying to rent out her basement.
Oh.
She's trying to help.
I'm being silly.
This really wants people in their basement.
She really does. I'm starting to get concerned. Yeah. You know, I haven't heard Cindy in a while.
Yeah. She's not in your basement, she's in mine.
But yeah, that did raise the price up on that because I think that we had it set at 400 and we had to go higher than that because of all the money that was spent out on the flooring and fixing them up because they changed out faucets. And if you're still wanting that water or that closet thing, that cabinet that's in the hallway,
Mhm.
if you're still wanting that in there, I don't know, like Richie reached out to Clark, I think.
I know he made contact and I think he met him down here.
Yeah, he did. He did. So I don't know, he's not here to speak for that, so I don't, like if he knows of, if them wanting to rent that, so maybe we wait till,
I think he was
We-
going to work something up
Yeah.
and get to us for us to see before he posted anything,
Right.
but
yeah, because I think that's where it was left at.
that's where it was, I know. So if we did, we'll have to go back through and see, but I know we talked it, but I didn't know if we ever voted on it.
Where's your finger up for a reason?
Yeah. Is Nathan doing the streets this year for snow plowing? Or have you guys found something?
I'm thinking that was why we hired him for the
He's
lawn
got
care.
it all, both.
I didn't know if you did or not. I didn't remember. So we're getting close to them snowy months here. So just want to make sure we had something squared away to
Yep.
be able to keep it clean.
I have one more thing. I don't remember the exact acronym for this group. It's a Indiana Development Resource Fund. And I found out about them through the Center for Rural Engagement through a placemaking webinar. But basically, I would like, the first step is to write a letter of intent. And I feel like it would be good. I would like to write it is write a letter of intent for a formal infrastructure development plan to be made for Steinsville. And I know Bruce had come in maybe like 6 months ago, like his company that he works for, his engineering company, or Fanium Civil Engineering would also be a company that would do that, but they would do like, we could get funding from this group and then they could do an infrastructure plan for sidewalks and for sewage upgrades and
I think that's something Richie's already working on. Isn't that what Richie's already working on? With this? Yeah.
Do you know what he has?
Huh?
Do you know what he has in place? Is it like a?
No. I don't know what's going on tonight.
Because I mean, if he's not aware of that, that could be a great.
I
person
mean,
to connect.
the more people for a community to write out, right? I don't even know if it's the same organization that Rich is working on, then, but that gives me the answer that I will go ahead and do that on my own as a citizen of the community and not go through the town board,
But
but
it's not a formal application.
no, it's just a letter of intent to get information.
And then probably connecting with Richie just about like whatever he's.
Yeah, and then I can bring in the information in the next meeting, once I hear back from them and discuss if there's an overlap or if it's new information.
It's good. Yeah, because I have no idea who, I know he's made contact, but I don't know who would.
Yeah, because he wasn't able to make it to the meeting to have his information and I don't think he has anything there.
You know, I have been hearing a lot of strange noises from Brooklyn's basement, and now some people are coming up missing. It's all I'm saying. I find that highly suspicious.
Well, sure wouldn't be Richie.
Well, well, it gets the best. She makes good pies. It's just, it gets the best of us. Very smelly.
Figured out my secret.
Richie's dad's in the hospital.
I'm really sorry to hear.
Anybody else?
I was hoping that wasn't the reason.
Sadie's back there. She's hidden. So, all right. Well, if nobody else has anything. Thank you, everybody. Adjourn.
Yeah.